What's up, and welcome to another episode, Master Moats Film Session. And today, we're going to be talking about Kenny Pickett and some of the plays that he made that I was really impressed with in his performance against the Bucs. So, before we go any further, make sure you like this vid, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so, because why would you not want to be subscribed? You don't want to miss out on this. And hit that notification bell, alright? But without further ado, you know who he is, Mr. KPA. Play it in full speed. Now that we're gonna break it down. I see Mr. Army Crawl. Let's get it. Alright. So with this particular play, this is the third down. I think it was 12, if I remember correctly. But this is Kenny right now, man. Just understanding that you have blitz, okay? And what the Bucs are doing in terms of bringing the blitz, playing fire zone coverage off of it, he understands that, hey, when it's a blitz, you're taught to throw into it, okay? You want to throw into the blitz, run away from the blitz, all right? But right now, he knows he has this guy coming, all right? And that's how they're going to operate this thing. And then here, that's how they're dropping off of, that's your middle third, okay? Third, he's going to have a third over here. Strictly your fire zone defense, okay? But with this, though, like I said, he understands that right now, I got to go to my hot. And who is my hot, okay? Let's find my hot. Looks like he's got Claypool as his hot. As you can see, Claypool recognize it and turn it around, being quarterback friendly, right? But the thing is, for Kenny, he never looks like he's rushed. He never looks like he's panicked. It's just the simple fact that, okay, you're bringing pressure. I know where to go with this ball, deliver a nice, easy catchable pass. And now you got now you have Claypool picking up a nice first down right here on the play. But like I said, man, I definitely like how he's just able to be cool, calm, and collected. Understanding, okay, I have pressure coming. I might even get hit. Let's go get this first down, though, all right? Good work right here by the young guy. Good work. All right, now this play right here from Kenny just shows him using his legs, man, and ultimately how that's a weapon. But we'll obviously coach it up and talk about some of the things that could have improved on with this particular play. But either way, man, you know we gonna talk about it. Let's go. That's the homie right there. Circled him up nice and neat. Play it in full speed. And after that, we're gonna break it down. All right, so a couple of things to start this thing off, man. When we're talking about the coverage element of it, basically they're playing a cover 6 here, okay? So cover 6, that was a little ugly little circle. This dude's going to have a quarter of the field. This dude's going to have a quarter of the field. This dude's going to be a half field player, all right? So 1/2, 1/4, 1/4, all right? Then underneath, he's going to be matched up right here, all right? Then I think this is the guy. Yeah, he's traveling with him. Devin White's on the back. Then they do this with this guy, and that's kind of how they do their defense right there. All right. So with this though, as we start to play off, come on, there we go. We get a couple of things here, all right? So they're bracketing this situation right here. So like I said, Levante is going to stay inside with Connor, all right? That's this matchup right here. All right, Winfield's going to stay on the outside on this dude, and then Pickens is going to roll and have this 7, have both of these safeties stay high with him in terms of this guy and this guy. Well, this is the corner, but he's playing, like I said, a deep 1/4 because it's cover 6 here, okay? So these two dudes end up bracketing Pickens deep in the end zone, all right? So as we continue to play the play right now, what does it essentially look like to you? It looks like man, because Tampa, they are very similar to how we run our defense, even though it's a zone coverage in terms of the concept. They match routes, so everything looks like man at the end of the day. Very similar to how in Pittsburgh, we match routes and everything looks like man for us. So right here, like I said, bracket, smart by them on Pickens in terms of him being in the end zone. Deontay's right here, but it's not a lot of bodies around, okay? So when you're looking at where will we throw, because once again, that's where he's going in terms of the man that he's on. All right, so when you're looking at where you would potentially go with this ball, well, right now, Chase, that's not open, right? You don't want to make that, though. That'd be a little bit tough. We talk about Pickens. That's double bracketed up right there. You're not messing with that. You can look at Deontay right here, but to me, I see this safety. He's ready to drive on anything coming down that way. So your options really boil down to what? You got Jaylen Warren out the backfield, and you got Connor Hayward, who, when you first looked at it, he still had a little bit of a flash in his face in terms of Devin White being there. So, yes, he could go right here and lead him. All right, but you also got to worry about Lavonte David making a play on that ball. Lavonte is a really good linebacker. He's been doing this for a long time. Other option is what? You check it out the backfield of Jaylen Warren, hope that he wins a foot race with Devin White. Well, we know who Devin White is. He's a really good linebacker as well. So the final option is what? Use your legs, pull it, and go. And the thing that I do like is this. For Kenny, he makes that decision and is decisive. He's not second guessing it. I understand some quarterbacks, they like to get right up here, right near the line of scrimmage, and then they want to dump it off. They want to throw it at the end. And that's something that he will add to his game in time, because that is something that when I think of this play right here, I'm like, man, once he starts to take off, what do you see right here? Okay? This LB is doing what? He's peeling back, ready to come over here and get on the action. Kenny hasn't crossed the line of scrimmage just yet. And like I said, Connor Hayward is right there. That's something that he will add to his game. But right now, I love how decisive he was when he read, okay, man, this looks like man to me. I can go get this with my legs. Now, granted, we know he comes up short right here. We end up getting on the next play on 4th and 1. But to me, how decisive he was in terms of determining, hey, I don't like this. I got Pickens doubled in the end zone. I see Deontay coming back across. That's not really there. He's processing. He's going through it all. The protection is good. Just across the board. I like this decision by him, though. Because, like I said, man, it's stuff like this that shows you, hey, he saw what he saw. He didn't like what he didn't like certain things of it, but he knows athletically he has this in his bag, man. And that's something that continues to be a weapon. And as a defender, you're very cognizant of that, man. When you're playing a guy that can take off, it makes you really hesitant to do a lot of matching coverages or doing a lot of man-to-man style coverages because of this. And the more he shows that, or the more he's calculated in his approach to running the ball, the better it's going to be for him in terms of making defenses have to sit in zones. Because when they do that, then it's a lot easier for him and these receivers. All right, now on this play, we're just going to show Kenny, or this play shows Kenny, just his ability to, once again, man, has pressure coming against him, but throwing an absolute dart, man. Had to break it down, baby. Had to. So here we go. Yeah, I was stumbling because I wanted to call it a pressure, but it wasn't really pressure on him. But in terms of what the defense is doing, they have a double A gap mug look in terms of this being Lavonte David. This guy right here is Devin White, all right? And all they do is, in terms of Devin, he's going to rush. They run a quick little inside stunt right here. And then Lavonte David pulls out of this thing. Everybody else is man-to-man. It's cover one across the board. All right, it's middle field safety. So, not a lot going on, but it gives you the illusion of a lot of pressure because how they got two guys in the A gap, all right? So they're trying to get Kenny to speed up. That's all you're trying to do with a young player. You're seeing a lot of Hollywood, right? These guys' eyes looking like they're going to blitz, right? Anything to try to confuse the young quarterback. But he's not worried about that. And on top of that, the protection is still really good. But, dude, this is on a rope right here to Deontay. A nice job by Deontay. Hands catch 2 feet in bounds. Let's go. But, like I said, man, just his ability to stay calm, processing this thing versus blitz, versus any type of pressure. That's when you're talking about growth. That's what you're talking about him just starting to understand it even more. And it's only going to continue to improve for him. Remember, he still hasn't played a ton of NFL ball just yet, man. But the more reps he's getting, the more he's able to see this stuff and not just see it, but actually go through it, the better it's going to be for him, man. So you can see the improvement, you can see the growth. And unfortunately, I got hurt in this game, man, because otherwise, he looked like he was about to start cooking. So shout out to Kenny on this play right here, baby. All right, now this final play is the touchdown pass that Kenny threw on the opening drive. Shout out to the fact that we finally had an opening drive touchdown, man. Good job, good job. But once again, it's him versus the blitz, man. I don't know why the Bucs was trying to heat that man up, thinking he couldn't handle himself. But either way, we're gonna play it at full speed. And after that, we'll break it down. But let's go. So starting this thing off, man, I like the pre-snap motion. You got Connor Hayward right here. He's lined up out here at the number 1 spot, okay? Turns out here, any motions back, all you're trying to do is get an indication. Is it man or is it zone? All right. So that's what they're processing through. But what the Bucs are running on defense, they're just gonna bring this nickel. He's blitzing. All right, everybody else coming through here, and after that is man to man across the board, man to man. Devin White is supposed to be, not in a circle, Kenny Pickett. Lord, not Kenny. No, he ain't got Kenny, but Devin White, this dude right here, should be man-to-man on Najee Harris. All right? That is supposed to be how this defense works. But this is the thing that we continue to see in terms of the theme with Kenny. He's not afraid of the blitz, man. It's not working in terms of trying to speed him up. He's one of these guys that he just trusts his game. He knows his guys, and you can see just that comfort level in this situation right here. Blitz coming. He knows where he's going as soon as his ball comes out, though, man. Or excuse me, as soon as he gets his ball in his hands. He looks off. He's not even looking at Najee early on. But right here, he knows, okay, pressure's coming. Cool. Processing through. See what we got in the middle of the field. Anything we like. Nothing there. All right. Cool. Now he's coming over here to Najee. And you get what? Said Devin White should be out here man to man, but he's a little bit nosy, trying to get him a sack. It happens. All right. But from there, now he's getting rid of it. Let's go. I like it though, man. Just his ability to process this stuff, man, while knowing a blitz is coming, but not feeling like I have to hurry up and just throw it somewhere, not being reckless with it either, or just throwing it away. He's not doing any of that, nor did he just try to scramble. These are all very mature plays, man. Things where you're talking about above the net game. This is what you want to see. Like I said, processing through it. Where do you want him to go? I don't want none of that. I ain't trying to mess with none of that. But he takes his time, finds the guy, boom. Like I said, nice play right here by Kenny, man. And like I said, really impressed with, just like I said, his growth, his ability to continue to remain cool, calm, and collected, and not make a ton of repeat mistakes either. And that's something that you want to see when you're talking about young players. Hopefully he can continue this. Should be getting cleared and, playing on Sunday night. And if that's the case, then great, man, because we need to see more growth from him. But he's definitely taking steps in the right direction. And for me, man, I'm getting impressed, man. I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing. So you guys let me know your thoughts on Kenny. Obviously didn't play a ton in this Bucs game because he got hurt. But let me know your thoughts on what you saw in the game, man. And as a whole, man, what you think he's going to be capable of going forward. But either way, I appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby, peace.